Hi, I'm Ari.
I'm Nick.
And you're a fantastic beast, Harry.
Nailed it.
Hello and welcome to the.
What kind
My
of?
watch
what
does
kind
not
of?
signify.
My watch doesn't
episode.
tell me what episode of Pwn this is.
Hello and welcome,
to the 12:30 episode of Pwn.
If you're just tuning in, this is the 27th episode of PWN. Welcome
Can we get some booyahs in the chat?
Yay. Ari, did you know it's been 10 whole episodes since we did the last episode of this
The
season?
confetti machine is not working. It's supposed to land on Nick, followed by an anvil.
Is anvil working?
Oh shit.
You gotta keyframe an anvil in there.
Oh god. Okay. Ow. You got me.
Minecraft anvil. It adds a sound. And then we'll rename you with it.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh no, you've renamed me.
Oh.
Hello, I'm Pablo, and welcome to the 27th episode of PWN. These people are making weird noises. The show must go on. Originally, this episode was supposed to go up right after Thanksgiving, and for one reason or another, that didn't happen.
It's because I made Thanksgiving early this year. Who would have thought?
When this was originally going to go up, it was going to be 1 week after the release of the second Fantastical Beasts movie. And
When did that come out?
Earlier in November. We were gonna talk about those types of movies, you know, with the Harry Potters and everything.
You mean
What other movies fit into that, Nate?
You mean series?
Name another movie that is a Harry Potter type
Lion
movie.
King.
Well, there's nothing to talk about because me and Nick already had a discussion about movie series.
none of
That's-
us-
Well,
Harry
let's get back on track, boys. Okay.
I like how you say that, but like, you're not gonna take any of the footage. You're gonna say that immediately after the intro.
Yeah, he's gonna say let's get back on track, but we've been on track, Nate.
I would like to discuss. I don't know if you remember 3 or 4 episodes ago. Do you remember we talked about what makes the MCU not great? I think we decided.
Was that
right?
one in my garage?
Yeah, that one was the one. Yeah, that was the one where we had all the guns.
Which is where we
that,
are.
That wasn't the spring.
right
That was the
now.
patriotic. The one where
it's
there
all
were
blue
flags
behind us. Do
hanging
you
out.
think you can green screen this?
My shirt is blue, but I'll try. Hey, welcome to Ari's garage. Here in his garage, gonna talk about the latest Harry Potter movie. Let's do this.
Let's just turn his shirt into your garage for the entire episode.
You both liked the Fantastic
The
Beasts
Harry
film,
Potter
right?
Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like the
that has-
Fantastic Beasts film.
And you also both like most of the Harry Potters, right?
I liked most of the Harry Potters.
Would you agree, Wes?
I think so, yeah.
Are you fine with the fact that Harry Potter has got this like unnecessary 5 new Fantastic Beasts
That
films?
sounds like a leading question, Nick.
What film is
Well, okay,
necessary?
what is your
If you
opinion?
really think about it,
Okay.
we could all die.
What sets...
You could die, Nick.
Launch the anvil.
No.
Wait, he's moved.
Keep
Shit.
your chair right here.
Wait,
now continue.
Where's the X on the ground?
oh yeah, it's right here. Sorry. Yeah. Are you sure that anvil there is safe?
I think so.
a
Okay.
mistake, man.
Whatever you say.
You don't trust me? What do you think I am, an anvilin?
That gets the pun pass from Ari.
Okay, the pun pass.
So-
One free pun pass.
Would you say you do
Let's
both
just go.
like Harry Potter as a, let's say, a cinematic universe? So what makes it different than Star Wars? Why is it that you are sick?
Well, I can listen to you things.
No. Why are you sick?
I like
Why
where
are you
this
sick of
episode is
Star
going.
Wars? I know that for the most part, 2 out of the 3 people here are sick of Star Wars at least, right?
Depends on the movie, Nick. Depends on the movie.
Depends on
I'm
who
saying
it is.
as a whole. I'm saying as a whole.
I wouldn't say I'm sick of Star Wars.
Okay, 2 out of 3 then. 2 out
In
of
fact,
3 are.
I think I might be more curious than ever what happens in the next Star Wars because one of the 3 original characters is the one that's dead in real life, and that's the only one they have left in there.
You bring up a good point by saying that.
I'm
You are not
literally
interested-
curious to how
That's
they're
a
gonna.
good-
You're not
that's a good
interested.
point.
You're interested in the
That's a
film
good point.
itself, not the
Kill
story.
Daniel Radcliffe.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Not even
but
the character.
Keep him alive. Yeah, kill the
Yeah.
actor. Keep him alive
Kill
in the
the
cinematic
actor, keep
universe.
the character.
Now they're gonna want to see the cursed child because they're like, who's
No
gonna be
one
Harry
wants to
Potter?
see the Cursed Child. Cursed Child. It's the Harry Potter play that J.K. Rowling wrote. It's like 4.5 hours long.
Musical.
No, that's a different play.
That's the Harry Potter play that
a
I
farce.
care about.
There's a musical.
A Harry Potter musical is
A
a
very
farce.
Potter musical.
That's what it's called, yeah.
Can we do a review of this?
Why don't we do that one instead?
If you want to bring in Violet, I'm sure she'll tell you
How
all
about
about
a
it.
mirror?
All 3 of us like Harry Potter. 2 of us like Star Wars. 1 of us likes the MCU. Correct?
Okay.
Do you not like MCU?
I don't like I like the MCU. I do not like the movies in it.
What?
What does that mean?
No. This,
He likes
dude,
the idea
remember,
of
this was
it.
the whole. I like the idea. I think, and that's my point with Fantastic Beasts. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna just give you my opinion right off the bat, and hopefully that'll spark some discussion.
By the way, disclaimer: we haven't seen the new movie, so like, if you thought
Yeah.
we were gonna talk about it, we got you into watching.
I like Fantastic Beasts. We all do, but it's not fantastic. It's good. It's not fantastic.
It's
Did
a
you
good
expect
task.
it to be like the original trilogy?
Well,
Not trilogy.
Octology.
Octology. Sure.
No, I mean I thought it'd be similar in tone, and it is because it's directed by the same guy
Octology?
who made the last 4 of them.
Octology.
5 onward, and
Octology.
also
Don't start. It's okay.
by the
It's
time
okay,
this
simmer down.
Octology.
Simmer down.
stop it, no.
There's an Adam Sandler for each Harry
Harry
Potter
Potter.
movie.
I don't give a shit about the new Fantastic Beasts movie, right? As much as I liked the other one,
I don't either.
I don't care where it's going, right?
Yep.
But at the same
Me
time,
too.
I don't think they did anything particularly wrong.
I think
Because-
they're doing something wrong in the new one by keeping the characters around.
Yes.
I think that they ended the arc of most of those guys, including Mr.
Especially
the funny man.
Especially
Mustache guy.
Mustachio.
Yeah.
Jim.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, he is.
I'm sure
But
he
he
is.
shouldn't. He shouldn't. Like, just make it like an anthology. You know?
Yes.
Like, you can have an overarching plotline, but don't keep characters around. Like, you can have Dumbledore, but don't make him the main character. Have characters that stay through,
If you
but
look-
have a different main character in each one.
Yes. If you and I even connecting them all with Newt Scamander would be fun. What I think would
Right,
be wonderful.
but just don't keep the other characters.
Me and Ari were discussing. This is obviously not what they're doing. But if they did a thing where it's just Newt Scamander jumping around country to country, meeting all these crazy characters, and we get to see like, oh, these are Asian wizards.
No,
you know?
as
like
Nick
Chinese
puts,
wizards.
he should visit the 5 continents.
And then I realized there are 6 continents, and then Ari said no, Antarctica.
There's also 7.
I'm not even opposed to the storyline that they picked
Florida's
necessarily. I think
Only
that
Florida.
I think that Wizard World War II would be wonderful. That sounds so wonderful. Something about it is I don't care, you know? If they gave us a bunch of random characters and didn't have a tie into anything, right? They basically pulled a Rogue One.
It's just a Rogue 2.
You thought it was something new, but actually it's just
I
about
like
how they
Rogue
got
One.
the plans for the first one. You thought it was something new,
I
it's
did like
actually
Rogue
just
One.
that guy that
No?
gets killed in the 8th one.
I forget,
Yeah.
why do you like Rogue One?
That was boring, like every other Star Wars movie.
You hate all the Star Wars, except Phantom Menace for some reason.
Don't worry, that's a pun someday. Well, I think that the plot itself is the problem, not the storyline they chose, right?
What are we talking
I think
What?
it's
Wait,
weird
isn't the plot the
for
storyline?
Harry Potter.
about? The writing was bad, but the script was amazing.
I think it's weird that they've basically taken
Wait
the
a second.
they've taken the wizard equivalent of like the crocodile hunter and thrown him into a war, you know?
No, we don't know what you're talking
You
about.
don't know about him? Steve
Crocodile
Irwin.
Dundee?
Steve Irwin.
Oh, the guy that died.
Yeah, the manta ray guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't call him
Isn't
the
that-
manta ray guy because he was killed by a manta ray.
That's what you call people, is you refer to them how they were killed.
Well, then there's so many people that would be called the sidewalk guy. Dude, Cholera Man. Hello. Got shot by Wesley guy. I mean, what?
What? Who's that?
Gotta go bury a body.
Oh. So anyway, we talked
Sneak
about
Tricky
why the
Dick.
MCU itself
Richard
is.
Nixon's nickname was Tricky Dick.
No.
Little tricky dick. Little tricky dick in there.
Oh, now because you said that in that way, it
You
makes more sense
understand,
to me,
right.
Of course.
Also because he's a dick.
Every episode, we've slowly talked more and more about presidents, and there's gonna be a poem where it's just presidents.
Wow, I wonder what set the precedent for that.
That passed.
I guess you could say none of us have seen Solo, so why is Rogue One not good when we think that Fantastic
Rogue One,
Beasts
Because-
I thought I said it was good last time we talked about it, right?
You have consistently said
Because
it's
it
good.
has.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to say it was good now because I'm thinking about it, but like last time I said it was shit. I think I like that one more than
Has
the
good
Harry Potter
characters.
Beast thing.
Really?
Fantastic Beasts, yeah.
Okay, then why? This is contention. This is great.
Because I feel like I understand the universe, and I think if you're building onto another universe, because they didn't really like add a bunch of like new stuff, that they kind of like went based on like what we understand.
But you could also argue that that's a reason a lot of people disliked it is because it was look at this thing you know. You know?
No, but the plot was unique, especially given the fact that we know what's gonna happen, we know the end, and we know what happens before, and they made a creative story out of it. I think that was amazing.
I didn't think the story was creative.
I mean, there's really bad parts to it and good parts to it. But like,
Just as there are good parts and bad parts to Fantastic Beasts.
yeah, but I feel like after watching it, it felt like its own independent movie, and it didn't feel like it was really that associated with Star Wars, you know?
I would agree. The same
magic
thing
in it feels
because
Yeah, Fantastic Beasts doesn't necessarily. It feels like a Harry Potter film in the way that Rogue One feels like a Star Wars movie.
No, because in the Harry Potter ones, I feel like the magic felt way more special.
It did, and that was my biggest problem with it, is that they're introducing all this weird shit that you can do. Because in the actual octology, you have to get to like the 6th one before anything even remotely insane happens in the Muggle world, right? And even all that happens in the 6th one is like a bridge explodes, you know? Opening scene of Fantastic Beasts
the
is
one where
half a block blowing up, you know?
Yeah.
I guess.
Harry's getting bullied by his.
So like,
and
think
then
about
Dementors, well, that's exciting.
Think
you know?
about the original Harry Potter movies.
That's even better. That's a great point. Because in the 5th one, there's the whole opening where it's Dudley gets attacked by Dementors and Harry has to run. A little bit of magic seeping out in the real world, and all the Muggles are like, that can't be magic. Nothing happens, you know?
Like, think about.
Whereas, how the hell do you explain a block exploding, you know?
Because they just
So
just rain on everybody that makes them forget it.
Yeah, but that's like such a lazy
so
way of
dumb.
doing
That's
it.
bad writing. That's
Like,
bad
think
writing.
about in the original movies, it was a huge deal because the kids flew a car.
That's even, yeah.
It was invisible half the time, and it was in the rural place, and like almost no one saw
He
it.
almost got expelled for that. He almost got expelled because he made they thought that, I mean, Dobby did it, but they thought that Harry lifted a cake. That almost got him expelled.
I know that you've said, well, I'm actually not a Star Wars fan, I'm a Harry Potter fan.
I think I've probably said that, yeah. I know a decent amount about Star Wars, but I don't know if it's probably more than the average person, but it's just by virtue of I've been exposed to a lot of
You've
stupid
played Lego
things.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I've
I
played
think
it.
the
I've
most-
100%ed it
played Lego
twice.
Star Wars.
One of the most
We're
important
men of
things
culture.
Yeah.
about making a universe is giving the illusion that even though the rules don't make sense, that there are rules and they're followed, and there are
Yeah.
rules to the universe.
Not
and
not
they're
just
followed.
rules, but consistent rules.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's why the second of
But-
the new trilogy, New Last Jedi, was such an awful.
Okay, that's what I was gonna
Yes.
say, because
There's a
it
lot of-
breaks all the rules. From
Exactly.
Please explain.
If you can hyperspace through a spaceship, then that means that every time you're hyperspacing, you're just destroying planets as you're going through them.
There's a good chance that you would immediately be killed, yes.
And like the Force Awakens, they hyperspace through a door and it doesn't break.
Why not in A New Hope? They
That's
just
true, they do.
So why does they
hyperspace one guy into the Death Star.
Yeah.
And you're set.
Yeah. Or hyperspace multiple guys into
or
the Death
hyperspace
Star.
through it? Like if you can do either, like
Yeah.
it,
You reckon the Death Star can hyperspace? Hyperspace that through a planet. That'd be great. There are new things that the Force does that work in Last Jedi. Him astral projecting himself across the universe is interesting, right? Doesn't really make sense, but it's not
Okay,
breaking any
why?
rules.
I think
So-
what we're trying to say here is that
Ship.
a Star Trek episode of Black Mirror is not really that good.
Did Fantastic Beasts break any
They're not gonna know
rules,
we do
really?
No.
No.
Oh, it did.
It
Well,
introduced like
the thing is-
overpowered things, but it didn't really break any
see,
rules
okay,
necessarily.
well, because it's literally magic. There aren't really rules. So the thing about the original movies is that even though there aren't any strict rules because it's magic,
well, there are like
they make you
mild
feel
rules.
like things are realistic
Right. And also,
in
like,
relation to the universe.
if you can rain a spell onto everyone, could you rain Avada Kedavra on them?
theoretically. I think the only rule I can think of off the top of my
it just
head
didn't
from
feel
that
like the
universe
same thing.
is you need a wand unless you're like OP. So like Dumbledore doesn't need a wand and
He
the
doesn't
villain
have a
doesn't
wand.
need a wand. He has one. He doesn't need
He
one
doesn't
to
need a
do
wand.
stuff. If you're like real good, you know, if you're like a level 20 wizard, you you don't need a wand to do
I didn't know this about the
magic.
universe. I didn't know this about the lore.
A thing that's confusing, like, oh, this thing floats, right? This is a thing that sits here, this fountain floats all the time. What magic is doing that? Does someone have to be consistently doing that?
No.
Or once you've said
Yeah.
that spell, does it just
It's
exist?
not-
Well, no, there's a
it's
little
attracted
dwarf under the
something.
fountain that's holding it
This
up.
is a guy just
Yeah.
It-
No, there's just a dwarf under that's holding it up.
Harry Potter's fine right now because I like that they're doing something interesting. I just don't happen to like this particular storyline. I
The
don't
next
know which
Star
one
Wars
of you
comes
says.
out, I will feel way more interested in watching than the next Wizard one.
So then the Last Jedi worked. This is gonna get you to see the next movie. You don't like it, but it worked.
I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, yeah. It being so bad really worked.
Or what is your favorite Harry Potter?
What are they? I don't like the first ones very much. Only,
How many?
like 3, I think. The thing is, they were really good because I grew up with them.
Next favorite is 3.
My favorite is 3.
Alfonso
I can probably give you
Cuarón.
the numbers.
Alfonso
No.
Cuarón is a
3,
good director.
6.
Children of Men is a great movie.
It is a fantastic movie.
What's your favorite Harry Potter?
See, it's hard to say because it depends on how old I am. And how old. Cause
At this moment, what is your favorite?
can we go through all of them?
Sure.
Okay, so there's 1,
Sorcerer's
there's 2,
Stone.
there's 3, there's
4.
4.
Sorcerer's Stone is Voldemort's on the back of my face.
Yeah. That was
Snake Chamber of Secrets is Snake one.
That's a pretty
Ginny
good
gets
one.
kidnapped,
Work.
etc. Third one is the real stylized one with the werewolf and the time travel and everything.
And the shot like-
Sirius Black
And the shot that goes through the mirror and then it's the room and then
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
through the
yeah.
mirror again.
And
yeah.
it goes through it twice. It
That's
does.
pretty good. Is that the one with the bus that squeezes
Yes,
the head?
yeah. Fourth one is Did You Put Your Name in the Goblet of Fire? That one.
Jeez.
I haven't seen 5 in a very long time.
It's
But I
the
know what
worst
it's
one.
about.
It's
It is the worst of the
Is it
movie.
the-
half of
Dolores
it?
Umbridge.
Yeah, Dolores
Oh,
Umbridge, who
yeah.
is actually a wonderful villain because I don't think I've ever hated a character more.
I don't like the
The
last.
sixth one is possibly the most realistic in terms of this feels like we're watching an actual teenager going through these things. The other feel like Harry
Wait,
Potter.
which one?
The sixth
where
one.
Dumbledore dies.
Sixth one, Dumbledore's taking Harry all over the place, Slughorn's there. It's all sort of atmospheric.
Is that?
That's the one with the Ginny kiss. That's
Yeah,
the
which
one
one-
with
which one is that
Ron
called?
and Hermione tension. It's
Oh,
the one where
yeah.
he murders Draco in a bathroom in a wand fight. And then
And
seven is we're not at school, we're out in the field somewhere.
They're camping for like.
Which
No,
I
that, that one I didn't like.
Third is my favorite book. Sixth is my favorite movie.
Is 6 the one where Ron becomes a goalie?
Yeah. Anyone else have anything to say before we wrap up?
I'd say a cinematic universe is best when the rules feel like they are consistent. Star
Which
Wars
is doing it better.
Star Wars is really feeling like that. Harry Potter's more feeling that in more a way. They're not really breaking rules, but you're making it feel like they're breaking.
Would Star Wars
That makes
benefit
sense.
from a completely separate plot we've never seen before? Because everything has been this whole 90-year period of time.
Probably. It's gonna be hard to do because literally the conflicts are control of the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
So it's hard to avoid that. We don't have a lot of time left, so we're gonna have to leave.
That's all we have time for today on this episode of this channel that we do
Don't
for some
succumb
reason.
to the YouTube culture. That's all we have time for today, boys. You know, this is our subscribe giveaway. Nick.
Comment. We're giving
giving
away
away
me.
Nick.
We're giving away me. If you want me, leave a comment about what your favorite Harry Potter me is.
And position. Nick's curious. We're giving you away.
I mean, he's got to do something.
That's all we have time for
If
today.
you like this video, like the video. If you comment the video, go ahead and leave a favorite. Subscribe a comment, leave a favorite, watch
This
it
is
later.
our favorite from last time.
This is our favorite video from the Watch Later playlist since last time. And right over Ari's head is his favorite comment from this video and from the next video.
And you say we're not taking this serious.
Who are we sponsored by, Ari?
Today we're sponsored by Clifton. I think that's a company. It sounds like a company name.
Sure.
Clifton.
Okay. Well, what are we
Find
talking
the-
about in
find
the
the
next
logo,
video,
put it up there.
Wes?
Clifton.
Unnamed movies. Untitled movies.
Bye, I guess. All right.
There's
are
a
you
lot of
ready?
towns
Are
in
you ready,
Clifton.
boys? Are you ready, boys?
It's a store and event.
You ready, boys?
Woo!